offering up. I know. He ain't much of a Baptist usher yet. We'll have to break him in a little more. You need to just stand beside Gene about 5 minutes till he fills the plate. Josh, next time. Number 19. 3 verses. Number 19. 1-9. First, second, and fourth. Well, we did first, third, and fifth last time, so first, second, third, and fourth this time. Becky, I haven't been here for a while. Nothing going on? Nothing happening. Oh, I was getting ready. Huh? Nothing going on? Lord took a vacation too, huh? Okay. Anybody? No testimonies tonight. Nary one. Well, I have one. I enjoy watching those girls sing. They've done such a good job every time I've heard them. Dr. Miller's preaching was good the other night. They had 5 saved last Sunday morning. 5 adults, I think they said, and then 1 older man that evening got assurance of his salvation. And so that's a good thing. Their attendance hasn't been real good, so if we can go Friday and help them a little bit, that would be good. Dr. Miller's like I am. I'd rather preach to full pews than empty pews. And so if we can help fill those pews up a little bit, we'd do that. Nobody else? All right, last song, Rich. 56. First, third, and fourth. give you the latest update on Dr. Bob as he had a stress test, I'm assuming, today, and it wore him out. And as far as she knows, the surgery is still on for tomorrow. They're going to have 2 doctors working on him, and the procedure's supposed to take almost all day. So we really want to be in prayer for him. He has at least 8 blockages. The cancer has made a mass somewhere in his chest, close to his heart. And the report that we got was that his heart's only working about 10 or 15% capacity. So they're going to try to do this operation, maybe, and implant something. I don't know what they would implant in the heart unless it's a pacemaker. Yeah, but that doesn't help it pump, does it?
It helps it pump and then keeps it vibrating, and if it does stop, it'll shock it back on.
Well, I'm not sure that's what they're going to do. It didn't say, that doesn't take a team of 2 doctors all day to do. No, they said they weren't going to, or at least unless Rose has it confused, they're not going to do anything about the cancer until the heart is straightened out. I don't know. We're out here and he's in Indiana, and you try to piece it together and you just don't always know what's going on, but do pray for him. It's serious. Yeah, but what I'm saying is a defibrillator is not considered major heart surgery most of the time. Well, I understand that if they're going to do bypasses. But they haven't mentioned that at all. They said that they're going to try to implant something into the heart to help the heart pump. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is what I'm telling you. I know they can do a lot more now than they used to do. So that's that. All right, look down through the list. Any updates or new things that you want to add, this is the time to do it. You do have the latest update that I have. I think I have everything on there that we have talked about. If anything needs to be dropped or additions or new ones, you might want to pray for Louise. We don't have her on here, but Louise has had 3 or 4 days of migraines, one after another. And if you've ever had a migraine, you don't want to have them. They are a pain multiplied. Gloria. And whereabouts is he? Give me a, okay. Okay. Ruth? Who?
She woke up day before yesterday with her eyes swollen shut and her face all swollen and stuff. And she went to the doctor and they thought it was maybe sinuses and stuff, but she thought maybe she had spider bite or something. But they gave her prednisone and augmentin and anyway, she said it was a little better yesterday, she thought, but then it was a white streak this morning when she woke up, and now it moved to the other eye, and it was constricting her throat, something was anyway. So she's in the ER, and she said they're going to do a CAT scan, an EKG, and blood work.
Did they give her an EpiPen shot first? Or Benadryl or anything?
Well, I don't know if she had Benadryl. Normally she does take Benadryl for stuff like that, but I don't know if she did because they gave her the prednisone, so I don't know if she just assumed that would help and didn't do the, I don't know.
Okay.
But she is highly allergic to bees, but she said she didn't get stung.
Okay. Sherry. All right, let me find you here first. I know I got you a whole list here going on you already. Okay?
My boss's daughter, Lauren, she's having a pregnancy. She's having a lot of trouble with her pregnancy and bleeding and stuff. So she's hoping she can carry this baby. And then my great granddaughter Kylie, she's very, very sick. She was in the ER last night with strep throat and she's having trouble breathing.
She has strep throat.
And Jane Horton, she was operated on yesterday, had a kidney removed.
Jane, is that the one came here?
Yes,
And what's wrong with her?
had a cancerous kidney removed yesterday.
Cancer?
And that's what her husband died from, and her son also had a kidney removed too.
She had a kidney removed also?
Sharon, is that strep throat?
Kyle. Hiley. Who's Hiley? Heidi. Was it a prayer request that I didn't hear at all?
The strep throat one, her great-granddaughter
Patty?
has strep throat,
Okay, I got that.
not Patty.
Not Patty?
Kylie, K-Y-L-I-E.
Well, why didn't you say so? Kylie. See, that's simple. I'm not talking to you. Anybody else?
But I have a prayer request for my pastor, not my father.
I think they're one and the same, Autumn. Be careful what you say now. What?
What do you mean be careful what I say?
You don't.
I would like prayer. I have a friend at work who is going for a divorce. And she is a believer, so she's very devastated by this. Because because being a believer, she felt that once married, she would always be married. So she's having her upset. And her name is Jennifer.
And her name's what?
Jennifer.
Rich, are you?
You have Jen's mom on here. I was informed she's back in
Correct. In Reading. Again with the allergic reaction was the last I heard. In her foot? Well, that's infection then, probably. Well, Jen said it was allergic reaction, they thought.
that's part of why she's in there.
The foot's still giving her trouble. Okay. I have not. I didn't see her yet this week. Anybody hear from Joanne this week? We were there Saturday or Sunday when we were there. What day were we there, dear? No.
Yes, it was because I was with you.
It won't be 2 weeks till this Saturday. Okay, thank you. 10 days. But who's counting? All right, tell me how she's doing, Ruth. Give me a report, Ruth. Okay.
I did see Doris Tuesday. She was doing pretty well. She's going to church with her kids. And grandkids. She says, but granddaughters don't start coming more. She's not from home.
Yep. Anybody else? All right, Rich, lead us in prayer. You don't have to remember all these, but do remember some of the new ones if you could, please.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you today for bringing us here to hear your word. Give us all the glory and the praise that we require from you and your guidance. Thank you for those who are not able to be here but know that you are with them. We pray for Jan's kidney surgery. Pray for Autumn's friend at work who's going through this divorce, that you may lead her in the right path that she needs to be on, and keep her in her faith. And we pray for all those who are sick and need your healing hand and your guidance. And we just give you all the praise and honor in your name.
All right, last week we started this series of advices that Paul was giving to the young preacher Timothy. And we talked about advice concerning separation from evil. I don't think we can overemphasize that enough in the society we live in. We're being sucked into a godless society. We're practicing and going the same places they go, church members do, Christians do. We're doing the same things they do. We're having the same wants and desires that they have, and it's sucking us into a lifestyle that God, I don't think, would be pleased with. If we had any idea what the first church looked like or acted like or lived like, and then try to compare it to the church of the 21st century, I think we would be very, very shocked at the difference of what it was then and what it is now. And then we talked about gossiping or using wrong language toward others or about others. And we've said that even if it's true, it doesn't have to be repeated. And then we talked also about the advice that he gave concerning prayer, and we stopped there. And I think we're going to try to get through the rest of these tonight. 1 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 15. This section that we're going to look at is when the Apostle Paul begins to talk to Timothy, or has already talked to him, but gives this idea here in verse 15. He says, "But if I tarry long, that thou mayest know how thou oughtest to behave thyself in the house of God, which is the church of the living God, the pillar and ground of truth." He's going to give this young preacher a advice about how he should